What's going on? We back for another episode of a Shot of Sports podcast.
Stephen A.
What?
Braid, man. Stephen A. Braid, man.
You hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
what
I
that?
don't know what's going on, bro.
What that
All right.
baby?
There y'all go. There y'all go. So
Lord.
we back for another episode. Trying to get it in, trying to get some basketball, talk some ball. We back for another episode. Trying to talk some ball and finish up the NBA season. So, what y'all think about the finals, man?
Hey, man, good people out there. Shout out to y'all. We ain't talked to y'all since the playoffs started. So, it's been about a month since we've been on. But
like 2 weeks.
It's been about 2 months.
Ain't been no damn 2 months. Shut up, man.
About 2 months. WNBA season pretty much over. But anyway, the finals was it was a solid finals.
Yeah.
It was solid. I hate the way it ended. The guy who Bray hates, he got a stronghold over that whole team in that area. I ain't even gonna say Indy, because it was Cincinnati cats rooting for him. So, Pascal Siakam is not getting the love he deserved.
What's going on, MJ?
TJ McConnell getting love for playing 15 minutes of good basketball for a series it doesn't sit right with me, but that's neither here nor there. This whole debate, is this one of the best teams ever, the OKC Thunder? Like, Negro, please. They beat a decent Indiana team in 7. Like, that talk has to stop. But as far as actual finals, it was entertaining. It was good ball, minus the every 5 minutes somebody got to go to the free throw line or the game don't count. But I was entertained. But thank goodness basketball is over. Ooh, Lord have mercy.
Wow.
82 games is a lot of games for cats who just dunk and shoot threes, nothing in between. So,
what you thinking about it? What you think, Ty?
I think it was a solid. It was a solid playoffs, man. I ain't think Indiana had a chance in hell like they did, but
that's OKC ain't that good.
I wouldn't say that, but I mean, Halliburton, he put them boys on his back, man. He put Indiana on his back, man. And the rest of the team showed up too, so I was kind of scared for a minute. I thought OKC was gonna blow it.
They was.
Yeah, cause getting blew out like that, I was like, yeah, they pretty much just gave them the game so they can win the championship at OKC. That's how I looked at it. Cause getting blew out. Come on, man. Come on.
I mean, it's basketball, bro. If a team get hot, that's gonna happen.
Man, come on, man. That was just crazy. I'm like, y'all just gonna get them this game so y'all go back home and hope y'all win. That's just how I looked at it.
Well,
that's just me. But it was a solid playoffs. OKC, I think they deserved it, man. They deserved that win. The way they've been showing out all season, they deserved it.
So honestly, I think the series was cool. Y'all can still hear me, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think the series was cool as a whole. I think both teams played extremely decent basketball. The scores was crazy is I think they were separated by going into game 7. They were separated by like 5 points. So that was actually pretty nice to see. But honestly, other than game 1, I can honestly say I didn't feel like every game was great. I think you saw some solid basketball. I think Shea, I was a little disappointed. As good as Shea was for statistically, I was a little disappointed in his ability to really put his imprint on the series the way I thought he should have. But I mean, it was like I said, it was a good series. Obviously, I'm more of the thought process right now with that we all kind of disappointed Tyrese, got hurt the way he did, and we didn't get a chance to really see what he was capable of in the game 7 because it looked like he was about to turn up. I ain't even gonna lie.
I know you don't like him, but the crazy stat is he finished the game with the most made 3-point shots. And he played 7 minutes.
I think that was a good thing, though.
I think Buddy was on pace to really show. I truly think Indiana would have won if he would have finished that game. I really do.
Maybe.
I agree. I mean, I don't disagree with that because it looked like he was in mode, bro. Mm-hmm. It looked like he was going about to go God mode, bro. Like he looked like he was going to like give a 35 point game because I didn't think OKC played well in game 7.
No. I think it took the gas out of him because Pascal Siakam he had them demonized again. And then Buddy went out. It was over.
So that kind of, I mean, so what does that say though? You lose Halliburton, your best player.
It ain't just. I'm of the mind that Pascal Siakam's their best player. No disrespect to Halliburton, he's great, but it's clear who the leader is, who they follow.
I would agree with that because I mean they had to sit up there and say they had a 2 point lead going into halftime.
Yeah.
So they were in the game, that third quarter just kind of did them in real bad. I don't know whether it was the fact they got back there and saw Tyrese was.
Yeah, they saw him.
Yeah, I think that might have been what did it because they were very much in that game, bro.
They saw him and whatever triggered it was. And you hate the hypotheticals and all that, but when they saw him probably in the back, they was like,
So what does this mean for OKC going forward? Is this are we starting a dynasty or what? What do you think?
I don't know, man. I don't think no dynasty for real. I don't really see it. It's kind of. I mean they got their championship, but I don't really see no dynasty right now. But got to see what they do next season. If they make it back, which I don't know, because that boy Halliburton, he gonna be on. That boy gonna be on gold.
He ain't gonna play next year.
Well, I mean, he gonna play half the season at least.
I think they. So
you don't think?
I think that he gonna come back by. I think he'll come back by April.
I don't see it,
bro. Why you think he ain't gonna, bro? How old is he? Hold on, how old is Halliburton?
Like 27, 28. But that don't really mean nothing though.
But the advances in medicine. So technically, the heal time is 6 months for the Achilles.
And then what's the rehab?
No, it's the extra 3 months is the strengthening of the tendons and all that BS. So he technically could be back by April.
He gonna be. He gonna. His rebound. Yeah, he come, bro. He gonna be back.
I personally saw Klay Thompson take a whole year to come back.
He was older and had a knee, but he already had a
That's what I'm saying, bro.
This
boy's still in his 20s, bro.
KD took 2 years to come back.
He has no spine, so that's
Lord, you bringing up.
I'm just saying. I'm going off of recent Achilles injuries, bro. Like, I don't think we're going to see Tyrese Halliburton this year. I don't think we're going to see Tatum next year. I don't think we're going to see Tatum next year.
Now, I don't think we're going to see him, but because I don't think either team is going to be in position where they should come back. It's worth coming back.
Well, I think you can make the case both teams should make the playoffs this year. Next year, I think Boston
either will.
I think Boston will be still be a top 6 seed. I think
I don't think either will.
I think Indy could still be a play-in team.
No.
Who?
Indiana. I think they're still a play-in team.
No. Y'all gonna see the real TJ McConnell. Them effort
this is TJ McConnell hate. That's all this is, bro.
No, it's not.
This is TJ McConnell hate, bro.
It's not.
Listen. Notice he didn't bring up nobody else on the team. He been bashing TJ McConnell since we started. So yes.
No, it's not TJ. First of all, I don't like TJ McConnell. He's just a hustle player. He's a hustle. I'm not you. I can admit when I don't like a player. But TJ McConnell's just a hustle player. Them little 12 minutes of hustle you don't get you per game, that's not enough to win a whole basketball game.
He's more than just a hustle player, bro.
It's just not enough to win a basketball game. Like, the loss of Tyrese Halliburton is going to highlight TJ McConnell's 12 minutes of fame is nothing. So I don't see them being in position even for him to rush back by April. And then Boston, they tanking as we speak right now. So with that being said, you know what? I would be remiss if I didn't say this. Shout out to the OKC Thunder training staff. You were the unsung hero. Everybody's thanking Sam Presti and Shea. That training staff. Nothing to do in Tulsa, Oklahoma, or wherever the hell they at. Them boys go to the gym, they work out, they hoop, they hang out in the locker room, they go home. No other distractions.
So would you? I mean, can we also give them credit for actually being a young team? I mean, they're a young basketball team, brother.
Yeah.
I mean, they're one of the youngest basketball teams in the league. So I don't think it's just the training staff. I think they just got young legs.
I mean, yeah. I mean,
shit, that's damn near what. I mean, KD and them was, right? When they,
yeah,
it was fairly young, but so what's but I think basketball. See, try to put this asterisk on them. I'm not gonna let him do that, bro.
Because I'm waiting for it.
I'm not gonna let him do that because part of winning a championship is attrition, bro. It's people get hurt. That's what happens on the way to a championship, bro. Part of winning a championship is staying healthy.
Yeah,
that's in every
sport.
Yeah, so I can't punish them for that.
I'm not punishing. I'm just saying when a star player in every round of the playoffs you play against gets hurt, it's not very tough to win a championship.
I hate when you do that. That ain't got nothing.
It got a lot to do with it.
I'm just saying, man. That's a part of basketball, man.
Not one star player that played in this postseason played the entire series healthy. I mean,
part of the game.
Call it young legs and all that.
That's cap. Jamal Murray and Jokic, they were both healthy in the second round. That's cap. And then Ant played every game in the last round.
So
yeah, we knew that.
Let's go ahead before you make a clip of this later and say and skew my words and whatnot. So Murray was hurt. Aaron Gordon.
Jamal was one leg. Now you respect Aaron Gordon. Now you respect Aaron Gordon. That's crazy. That's crazy. Since when do you respect him, bro?
Anthony Edwards, I'm pretty sure he had the ankle injury.
But he was fine. Aaron never said anything was wrong with him. I mean, Ant never said anything was wrong with him. He got young legs.
I'm a grown man. I don't say something's wrong with me, but I know something's wrong. Something wrong with me.
That man was perfectly fine, bro.
Man, his ankle was he couldn't even hoop afterwards. But he still ain't pick up a ball yet. His ankle's probably still messed up.
There you go.
Like, come on, man. I ain't Anthony Edwards like enthusiast like half of y'all are, but I give him a little pass. Like, man, your ankle was a little tender, you know.
Something's wrong with you, bro.
And then y'all boy little shooter fellow. He
didn't play. He didn't play. They didn't play against him. What that got to do with anything?
But I'm just saying, like, this
injuries are a part of the game, bro.
It's exactly, man. So I ain't trying to hear that shit,
nobody trying to hear that, bro.
Nobody trying to hear, but it's real.
It's part of the game. It's part of the game.
It happened. I mean, when you got Elmer Fudd out there grabbing arms and punching people and not getting called for fouls, cats gonna get hurt. You breathe on a star player, it's a foul. Elmer Fudd can punch you in the gut. It's good ball.
I mean, that's we know that to be true though, right? Superstars get calls that other players that don't get calls. That's nothing new, brother.
That's nothing new. But I'm just saying, Elmer Fudd being able to punch Halliburton for 6 games in a row, and Halliburton going to the free throw line 4 times, it don't sit right with me. But it happened.
That's what happens when you shoot a lot of threes.
I mean, when you drive and still don't get a call, shoot threes too.
Lord have mercy.
I told you, you just hate these boys, bro. This is all because you called them aura. This is what this boils down to. You called them aura. You said, what is Oklahoma City outside of aura?
They still are.
They're champions. They're clearly more than aura. They're clearly more than aura.
They're champions. It's gonna be in the history books. Can't take it away from them. I'm just putting context to their championship. All the towels and all the autographs that they sign post game, and the fans there when they land the plane. That's all cute. That's all cool. But we're not about to put them in the category of even the bubble Lakers. They would have got crushed by the bubble Lakers.
We'll never know. We
won't.
We'll never.
We won't. So congrats to OKC. But to answer your question directly, is this the start of a dynasty? Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
So who would you say is a team that you sit there and be like, yeah, they can get them next year?
Well, sports have been very predictable. Like, one team has a formula, wins it, the next team takes that formula and then in turn wins it. So a goofy sleeper pick as of right now would be Detroit, the Pistons. They have a similar type of game. They can rotate 10. They got one guy that gets every single call that's young.
I'm not giving you that one.
But that's the formula. Do I think Detroit will actually win? No, but they had a similar formula.
But you're basically saying Oklahoma City will at least get through the West. If you're saying Detroit,
no, that was the first team that popped in my head. They're not getting through the West.
So who's that Western Conference team that's gonna stop them?
It's hard to say this unbiasedly. I think the Lakers would get them, depending on what they do in the offseason. Denver's a move away from potentially not losing to them again.
I mean, they did. They went 7.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They'll move away.
Detected at your front door.
Answer that front door, by the way.
Shut up.
Minnesota, if they pull off the miracle and get rid of that thing in the middle, they'll beat them.
I don't think Minnesota's got a chance.
So it's just I don't see a dynasty. I don't see this lasting long.
Wow, how? I mean, these kids ain't to me. They ain't even scratched the surface. Chet can get better. J-Dub can get better.
Chet, listen. There's nothing. Chet is great. I'll say it. Chet is great. Chet is going to work on his shooting. He's going to work on his ball handling. He's going to work on his passing. What he's not going to work on is the weight room. That's his issue.
I mean, but we say that's his issue, but they just won a championship.
I mean, they won a championship. They won a championship. I cannot physically take away the championship they just won.
Okay. So it's not that big of an issue. I'll give you a team though. I'll give you a team. Dallas.
Motion
If Dallas is
detected
healthy.
at your front. Motion
If Dallas
detected.
is healthy, I feel like they might be the biggest threat to Oklahoma City is Dallas next year.
How?
I love their size. Anthony Davis at the 4.
We gonna pause that one. We gonna pause that one.
What?
We gonna pause that. You love their size. We gonna pause that.
Will you grow up, bro? And why is Ty on here twice, bro?
I had to get off of that because I mean, I'm gonna stay on here, but I gotta make a run. So, but everybody keep going. I ain't getting off.
All right. So, but you got AD, you got Lively. They still have Klay Thompson. You got Kyrie coming back. He will be back next year. So I feel like they might be and then obviously you're getting the number 1 overall pick that'll be there. Halfway decent bench as well. I mean, so with guys with like Spencer Dinwiddie and all these other guys, like I think they got a pretty good squad. I think they would be the team if I say could give Oklahoma City a run next year to beat them. I personally I don't know about the Lakers. I mean, we are talking about a year 23 LeBron. How much?
I'm not worried. I'm hoping he goes, but that I'm hoping in one hand, shit in the other. We know what's gonna fill up first. He'll still be there. I'm talking about everyone around him. I'm mostly talking about Ozempic Luka. Like, I need Ozempic Luka to bring his boys around. I need one more from Adam Silver. One more. Let the Lakers get something off. Kind of move.
I doubt it, bro. I doubt it. I expect this to be LeBron's last year. Maybe a second round. Maybe second round. Maybe second round.
Speaking into existence. You got to speak it into existence. We got to get rid of this. We got to get this guy gone. Got to speak this. Speaking into existence. He's out of here.
I hear you. So what? We had kind of talked about this before. What do these players need to do to start preventing some of these injuries, bro? I'm gonna start with you, Ty.
The shoes, man.
It's a combination.
These niggas keep wearing these shoes that ain't even touching their ankles, man. we didn't wear them, brother. They wearing ballerina shoes, bro.
Ballerina shoes is crazy.
They wearing ballerina shoes on the floor, bro.
What about you, T? Man? I mean, what you think of C?
So to piggyback off that, so I do think it's partly the shoes. They have world-class trainers, like the best tape jobs in America. These cats be getting their tape jobs. Either they don't get it or they get it really loose because they're like, oh, it restricts my movement. That's the purpose. But again, I keep bringing it back. The off-season workouts, man. The resistance band, the all that. Again, we got cats who be like, oh, pliability, and Brady played 40 years. Brady is not moving the way these guys have to move. You have to hit the steel, bro. You got to hit some iron. We got to have more people watch the Last Dance documentary. Jordan had to hit the steel. You have to build up your man body. You are playing 82 games. You playing 8 months of basketball. You have got to hit the steel in the offseason. Save the resistance bands for during the season. And yeah, like he said, you got to put on a high top shoe and tie the things up. It's okay to tie your shoes. Like
you got to, man. You got to. Like it. I mean,
like
my coach ain't never. Man. My coach ain't never let us wear no low tops, man. Like never.
Double out the bunny ears, bro. I don't know. Like we got to bring it back to preschool days.
Honestly, I don't know about. I agree with you with them with the preparation. I don't know if it's about weight training. I'm not about to go to weight training. Some calf raises should definitely be in the rotation. Some calf raises.
Listen, put a steel bar on your back and then do the calf raises.
But there's definitely something going on that is causing these injuries the way that it is, though, bro. Anybody that you can't debate it. Like Ty said, I definitely think the shoes play an issue. Like and I blame Kobe. I blame Kobe for it. He was the first one to start wearing them low tops, and it seemed like he blew his out, and ain't nobody
But I
taking
mean,
heed to it.
all Jordans wasn't high top. Jordan started doing that shit. People was wearing them too.
I don't remember none of Jordan's shoes being low top though.
Man, Jordan had some low
Not when
top.
he
Well,
played. Not when he played.
You right. Starting off he did, but then he start going into the low top shit, and people start wearing them motherfuckers.
But so, and then to get scientific with it. So again, back in the day, the pace of the game was a little bit slower. So yeah, these cats is running more. So that's plays a factor into it.
Definitely. I agree.
But because of that, that's why they have to be stronger. And these cats are bigger. These are bigger guys. Like back in the day, Jason Tatum would have been a center.
At 6'9"?
I'm talking about the build.
6'9". What you mean? He would have been a fucking center, bro.
Yeah, like we.
That's more like
he would have been a center, bro.
That's more
I
like
know you thinking about Olajuwon and all them, but he would have been right there at center.
Yeah,
what you think they would have had him at?
I still think he'd have been a 3. His frame. I don't see center.
But everybody had that same minus Karl Malone. You don't think of cats that was Buff Diesel.
I mean, you look at guys like Horace Grant and and Charles Oakley and these guys. Those like 6'9", 6'8", 6'9", 6'10" guys.
But you look at them, it's cats that's more buff, pause me, than that now.
Yeah. I don't know about all
evolution. That. Evolution has happened. Like cats is more built and put together.
I ain't paying attention to guys built like that, bro.
All
but
right. You know what the hell I'm saying.
Shit, wasn't Robin about the same size and shit?
That's what I'm saying. Like
about 6'8",
you look at Robin 6'8", 6'9", but Robin was 205.
About 210.
Jaylen Brown 210.
It's fair. That's fair. But Dennis was sneaky strong though too, bro. Like Dennis was he was like sneaky strong, bro. Like
again, you built different, so you got to be different. You got to train different. You got to do things different.
I see what you're saying.
Again, the resistance bands. I'm not dogging them.
I'm not dogging.
I'm just saying use them during the season so you can maintain.
You definitely dog the resistance brand. The resistance brand.
Like use that during the season to maintain or just keep something steady. But in the all season, weights need to happen. Y'all need to strengthen them legs. You're using them more. When you use something more, it has to be strength. It has to be maintained better.
So do you think Tyrese made a mistake by playing in Game 7?
What's the two greatest weapons?
I mean, how can you call it a mistake? Because I mean, he had to play. We see why he had to play. As soon as he was gone, what happened?
I mean, but was it worth potentially risking your career? Because as we found out, Jason Tatum was having leg issues before he tore his. Said his calf was bothering him. Same thing with Dame. And obviously, we see what was happening with Tyrese. We see these guys that say they have a calf injury, and then they get an Achilles tear. Same thing happened with Aaron Rodgers last year in football. So, at what point do you sit up there and say, you know what, I should probably take some extra time off,
bro? But you ain't just talking about no. Now, if you was talking about they first playoff game, I sit out. But you talking about a championship, man. You talking about getting your first championship. Yeah, you gonna play, bro. He gonna be all right. He got millions on top of millions on top of millions, bro.
So
it's worth it.
So just like personally, I got plantar fasciitis. that bad boy flared up on me 2 weeks ago, and this time because I didn't take no medicine or do nothing about it, it's turned into a calf strain. So I'm wearing compression socks every day. I can't coaching. I can't even get in the drills with my guys because I'm afraid this bitch gonna snap. So calf strain ain't nothing to play with.
Kid?
Yeah.
Oh,
You get. I know what I can like. I feel it tightening up.
yeah.
Like I feel it tightening up. So I say that to say this. Like me not being able to be in drills with my guys in June is one thing. If I was playing in a game 7, hey man, tape my shit up, shoot me up with whatever morphine y'all got, and I'm playing.
Exactly. You don't got no choice.
Like, you have no choice. Like you literally have no choice.
So what you would have did? So you saying you would have just set out?
No. I think I just wanted to honestly ask the question because I do believe it's game 7. You just play game 6. You just play game 6. Yeah, you just play game 6. But I have heard other people sit up there and say, he probably should have just sat this one out and concentrated on him. So I kind of wanted to see how it was. That's
no
all.
Fucking way. Ain't no way. I'm sitting out, and man, that's what the game about, getting the championship.
Now
you don't put out for that, bro.
You don't. Now, my guy D Rose and D Wade, they used to wear. They had anything wrong with them. They wore every piece of gear because they wore every piece of gear possible. Tyrese Halliburton just had on the tights. I needed tights, compression socks, ankle tape, ankle brace. You should have put on all that. And you should have had on some high top that was tied so tight it looked like you was a little nerd from back in the day in high school walking down the hallway. His shoes was loose. I'm looking at his shoes was loose. You saw when he
They don't understand, man. When you got on them low ass shoes, man, everything moving down there, bro.
Yeah,
ankle, Achilles, all this shit. It's over.
That again, that tightness. When you get your ankle tape, that tightness loosens up as you move it, as you playing throughout the game. That little initial tightness is gonna hurt. You be all right. You will be all right.
All right, let's talk about some of these trades, bro. Desmond Bane, let's start with that one, bro. What you think about Desmond Bane?
Man, we starting with the biggest trade of the offseason, huh? Golly. My guy, 3 Bane. Desmond 3 Bane.
What you thinking about the trade? Does it make Orlando contenders or no?
I think it does. Orlando is another team that has that formula that they're young. They play 8-9 deep. Orlando's biggest problem is they had nobody who can hit an open 3. That's exactly what Desmond Bane does. And everyone's talking about Desmond Bane only averaged like 20. He wasn't a big difference maker. He can just stand there and shoot open 3s. He ain't got to do what he did in Memphis. Ja Wick he ain't got to rely on Ja Wick being out for whatever knee injury he has or whatever gun charge he got going on. They got Paulo, whatever the hell, Blanchero. They got Buddy.
Yeah.
He ain't gotta be that same guy.
They also got Wagner.
Yeah.
So
they got Wagner. They got Suggs will be back.
Yeah.
And everyone's making a big deal about the picks. Guys, Orlando's going to be good for the foreseeable future. Them picks is going to be 20 or below, and they have a young team. It's not a big enough deal. Like when good teams trade first round picks, it's like, well, they low first rounders anyway.
So where would you put them at right now going into next season? Like where would you put them at as far as in the upper echelon of the East?
I mean, it's hard to say. They could chase a number 1 seed. I don't think that's the smart method as Cleveland showed us. Cleveland chased the 1 seed and they health got to them.
I mean, OKC did the same thing. They won 66 games?
68, I think.
Yeah, so they won the most games in the league. So I mean, it worked.
Now, and Orlando's younger than Cleveland, so could they? Yeah. I just personally wouldn't with this new landscape in the NBA. There's no point in home court advantage really with the format. So, but Orlando, I can see that top 4 easily. Pending health. Because again, you're gonna make me put me on. You're gonna make a clip and try to ignore that part. And show the whole thing. So they could be top 4 pending health.
Somebody in
put that in the clip.
Somebody
don't
in
just
they
say,
feelings.
"Oh, he said they top 4 and they be 5."
Somebody in their feelings today.
Can't be wrong. Like, no.
Somebody in their feelings today. What about you, Ty?
But you know what? I gotta rant about these damn trades. Like, why they doing these trades when these niggas out with their baby mama? They at the hotel with they little side piece. Why can't they tell these people to their face, hey, we about to get rid of your ass? What's up, that we about to get rid of you, man. Your services are no longer needed. Instead of letting the motherfucker be on the other side of the world, then they finding out through the media and shit.
I mean, how else are you supposed to dock their schedule to make sure that you ain't doing it at a bad time?
Bro, did you hear
like
the way
that shit be
Bane
crazy.
heard?
KD
Bane
ain't. KD was
Bane had
up
the
there.
candlelight dinner. He was at a candlelight dinner. The GM FaceTime him when he's sipping the red wine and acting like he likes smooth jazz music with his wife. Nobody want to hear I got traded with that's going on.
That's not his problem.
KD is on stage at Fanatics and somebody said, "Hey KD, you just got traded." Oh man, that's crazy.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's
like
crazy.
My burner account didn't even know first. Like
that's not their problem, bro.
The deal. Come on, man. We gotta. And then
that's crazy.
The season's not even over, G. How are we making trades if the season ain't over,
bro? That's crazy. You know it is, bro. You know that's crazy.
Well, technically, ain't none of that stuff final until
just like when your Lakers got little Chubby. That boy, hey, everybody and their mama was shocked. Like, what's going on,
bro?
Did that really happen?
I'm gonna be honest. I was at Kickback. I was like, this ain't real, man. I done had one too many of these Don Julios, man. Them $7 hollers. I done had one too many of them. Ain't no way this real.
I'm with you. I'm with you. But I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, it's I don't know if there's a good time to find out that you got to pack up and move and sell a house that you didn't plan on doing. I don't know if there's a good time for that.
Bro, when I'm faking when I'm faking being a family man with the candlelight dinner, eating scrimp and scampi with my girl, drinking red wine like I actually like the stuff. Don't tell me I'm traded.
The agents ain't even getting it till it hit the media. That's crazy.
Hey, that's
not agent ain't get. That's the person that's supposed to let you know, hey, you about to go get this money from this team. They ain't even finding out. To the world find out, bro. What type shit is that?
But then now, does the KD trade, does that move the needle anyway?
Does the KD trade to Houston?
Does that move the needle?
I don't think
does that make them any better?
To either team. I think for Phoenix, I think it helps. For Houston, I mean they were a 2 seed, so I think they need one more move for Houston. One more move, and then I buy into Houston.
But you gave away assets already.
What did they give away though?
A 30-point per game score potentially.
You talking about Phoenix?
No, I'm talking about Houston.
Jalen Green ain't averaging no 30, bro.
Buddy, a walking bucket.
Yeah, tell that to Golden State. That's why
Just not in the playoffs.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
his baby mama was filming a reality show. His mom wasn't there. You got to forgive a young boy.
Whatever, bro. Whatever.
But I don't it's a real GM problem in the NBA. Like it's almost like it's a society issue. Like we want instant gratification. Bro, you don't build a championship by trading for a 37-year-old efficient scorer. Like you got the formula to win. You need one little piece. You don't break that up. You take OKC was not built overnight. You trying to get overnight success. Well, KD's not an overnight success.
What's up, Will West? What's going on with you, bro? Yeah, I don't think he averaging 30 either, bro. Like, I don't know what he's talking about.
Hey, man, if Bradley Beal averaged 30, these other cats can average 30. I'm just going.
Nah, bro. It's Jalen Green. He nice, but he ain't that nice. But to my point, to your point, I don't think Houston gave up a whole lot. They were able to keep a guy that you really like, and Twin. Twin's still there. They still got Shane Gwynn.
He's the best player on 18. Yes, sir.
Not yet. But Shane Gwynn is nice. You were able to keep you got a veteran point guard and what's buddy that played for Toronto?
Van Fleet.
Yeah, you got they still got some good pieces, and you got a hell of a coach. So I like the move.
You just like KD.
Oh yeah.
It's not about me liking KD. I just said before we got on here, I was like, bro, he got traded again. That's it.
If Phoenix finds a way to convince Bradley Beal to get the hell off their team, I like what they got built. I think they need a big more so than they need a point guard.
Who, Phoenix?
Yeah.
They definitely need a big. They need a big something crazy. They need a big something crazy, bro.
I think at the end of the day, at point guard, you can even put Grayson Allen.
I ain't putting Grayson Allen in no point guard, bro. You
got Jalen Green and Devin Booker. Like, it ain't a full-time point guard, but I'm just saying he would be the guy who I'd be like, okay, you ain't got to shoot as soon as you touch it. Because we know Jalen Green got the greenest of green lights. He's a walking bucket. So
yeah, but is he gonna hide that with Book though?
I mean, Book's gonna consistently get his 24 points a game off 12 dribbles per possession. Book gonna get his. I ain't worried about Book.
I'm worried about Book. I didn't think he had that great of a year this year, bro.
He had Bradley Beal to deal with. It's hard to play.
No, don't blame it on Bradley Beal, bro. Don't do that.
I mean, he brings absolutely nothing. He's zero protein, all carbs.
Whatever, bro. But for Houston, like I said, for Houston, I think it's a decent move, bro. I got to see a little bit more. I got to see them make a couple more steps. Like, just get somewhere because I still think they lacking in depth, and I think they can use one more point guard. I would love to see Russell Westbrook go there.
No.
Why not?
I don't want to see him. No, I wish he'd retire, man.
What's your problem with Westbrook, bro?
I mean, don't come back hating on Beast, bro.
Don't like dude, man. Don't like dude, bro. I don't. I'm sorry, man. I don't know what nigga him and Harden. Garbage. Both need to go, man.
James was just all NBA this year.
Don't give it that. They need to go overseas, man. Go to Iran or some shit. I don't know, man.
Iran is crazy. You want to get blasted.
I don't care. They need to go.
Wow. Iran is crazy, bro.
I know where I want to see.
They don't do nothing. What do they? I don't know, man. What do they do for the team? You got Harden. He got the triple double jump back from the three that he do all the damn time that the refs let him get away with.
It's a lot of hate going on for
I'm
some
just
guys.
saying, bro. Just saying, man.
He said
Man, we just hate openly. It's more respect when we tell the truth. You be trying to hide like, oh, I like such and such.
I'm just trying to figure out. I'm just trying to figure out who do I hate, bro. I don't get it.
Bro, you hate Tyrese Halliburton.
I don't hate.
There's a long list of people you hate.
I don't hate Tyrese. I don't hate Tyrese at all. I'll tell you who I hate. I hate that bum Gilbert Arenas. That's who I hate.
Well, we knew that. That's true hate.
Okay, so I'm not like I'm trying.
That's the only one you admit, but it's a long list of people.
I hate Phillip Rivers too. I can't stand, and I can't tell you why I hate Phillip Rivers, but I cannot stand Phillip Rivers
because he's a cocky something. That Phillip Rivers is easy to hate.
Why you hate Phillip Rivers, bro?
I hate Phillip Rivers because he a cocky something. He walk around. Only thing I respect is he played with a torn ACL. But other than that, I can't stand dude. Put Mr. Push Pass. But that we off topic. I want to see Beastbrook in the Milwaukee Bucks uniform. Him and Giannis.
Why?
A lot of bricks, but a lot of good energy basketball.
That's what you call that?
It's gonna be high energy. It ain't like Damian Ali Lillard Sr. is gonna be there hoisting up a bunch of threes.
That's crazy, bro. Your disrespect for
Discount Curry.
It just don't make no sense, bro. What did Damian do to you? We gotta have this conversation real quick. What did Dame Time do to you?
He didn't do nothing. He just the hood love him for whatever reason.
So you hate anybody? So you hate anybody who get hood love? Is what you're trying to tell me?
No, I'm just saying. I'm trying to figure out why the hood started. They love for Dame. Like, what did he do to deserve the love? Like,
oh, Lillard, you don't like? What? You hate Lillard like that?
Yeah,
I was one of them. Like, when Lillard was coming out of college, I'm like, buddy can ball, because I used to watch them little stupid schools there on the West Coast, and used to stay up late and watch them. I'm like, this cat can ball. And in his first 2 years, he was balling, and then all of a sudden, he just was like, let me just shoot a bunch of threes. I'm like, hey man, Dame Lillard, you was a cat that was in a dunk contest. Like, I ain't gonna say you had a Kyrie layup package, but you had a nasty layup package. Like, what happened? You started smelling yourself when the hood gave you love, and you just jacked up threes and played zero winning basketball. This cat at Weber State, I saw a play, he diving in the crowd saving loose balls. I'm like, you'll never see that as soon as he started getting the hood love.
Dame a ball player, bro.
He's a 3-point shooter.
He's a heck of a basketball player.
He's a heck of a 3-point shooter.
So we had one more trade today. What was that trade?
We had two. You gonna disrespect the guy that's better than Dame Lillard?
Oh, you talking about Drew Holiday? My bad.
Don't disrespect the guy who's never, and I mean never, lost to Dame Lillard in the playoffs.
The guy who keeps getting traded and don't ask to be traded, they just get rid of his ass. We talking about Drew.
And a team has never been better once he left. They've always gotten worse. Every team he's left got worse.
Yeah.
So I don't know what we're saying here.
I don't know about worse. I don't know if Milwaukee's been worse.
Let's see. With Drew, championship.
That
can't get out the first round.
Whoa! That next year they were also terrible. There was a year in between him getting traded. They were bad too.
Fuck is raining.
They didn't trade him right after they won a championship. There was a year right there.
He was hurt. Middleton was hurt, and Giannis was hurt. So if your three best players are hurt, I expect
they weren't all hurt. They weren't all hurt. You got them. They weren't all hurt. Like I said, they were. But Dame has been hurt. We can't acknowledge that. And then Giannis was hurt last year. So I mean, the same situation. But Drew Holiday getting traded. Obviously, I don't think he's gonna stay in Portland. I think They try to get either. Well, can they buy him out? He just signed a new deal with Boston, didn't
he? Yeah, he can't buy him out. The smart thing would be is Portland allow him to stay there and mentor Scoot Goggles. Like if he does that, then Portland has some longevity.
Yeah, I feel bad for Drew. I would have liked to see Drew, maybe land on my Lakers or somewhere where he can.
Would have loved that. I'd have been first in line buying the jersey. But Drew's had a hell of a career, like one that rivals Dame's. I mean, he got paid with a championship.
It don't rival Dame.
It
really don't rival Dame's. But anyway, you can sit, but what about Porzingis? They're moving on from Porzingis. What do you think about that move? It gets them out of cap hill. They now under that second threshold. I still don't understand what that means.
I don't. I got to do more research on that. I don't.
Be right.
All right. I didn't like him on that team to begin with, but if they were gonna get rid of one of them, it should have been Horford, honestly. But
I mean, Porzingis been extremely sick though. They don't even know what's wrong with him. So I understand why they want to get rid of him.
But he got that monkey, man. He was dealing with a dirty Boston woman. He got that monkey.
He got something going on because they literally said this man been sick, but they don't know what he got. I ain't never heard of it.
And they about to put him in Atlanta. Like that don't make no sense. That makes zero sense, man.
Yeah, that don't make a lick of sense, bro.
We going from catching something in Boston to you now about to go in Atlanta where you catching more stuff than Jerry Rice at this point. This is insane. But I the move for the Celtics, I didn't like him on that team. I mean, he won a championship.
He helped them win.
I think they would have won it without him, but
no,
whatever.
I think he gave them a huge jolt last year in the finals when he actually came back. I think I decided
Horford got Horford's had a hell of a career. It's just you gotta retire, bro.
He can still play. Big Al can still play.
Yeah, he can go to Lifetime Fitness or eSport or whatever you call it. He can go and play there. But in the NBA, you just wasting a roster spot.
Yeah, I don't agree with that one, bro.
You don't have to.
I think Big Al still got some good basketball left.
His 6.7 rebounds a game average and it's 4 missed threes.
It's some guys that can't even give you that.
But they got guys who can give you that.
Who?
What you mean who? What's that big white dude name?
Don't say Hauser.
Yeah.
Nah, bro. You don't play no defense, bro.
Al can't play no defense.
Al can still play defense.
He at least try. I'll give you that. He tries, but he don't play none.
There you go.
But Trae Young, I know, has got to be happy. He actually got a guy for 30 games, and Porzingis that'll make him look good.
Whatever. So we got to get into this last. It's been a topic for the last week, so we might as well get into it. The idea that of championships. Your boy LeBron James went on his podcast. His podcast that mainly boasts about him. At least in my opinion, he's trying to change narratives as we actually don't understand revisionist history. And he came out and said, that championships ain't the end all to be all, which they're not. I agree with that to an extent. But what he's trying to do is he's trying to downplay. He said that, certain guys, Steve Nash couldn't be in the same room as, say, Kobe Bryant. He shouldn't be. He's a Hall of Famer. But there's levels to it. There's tiers to it. There's tiers. There's tiers. I'm not going to put LeBron James in the same sentence as I'm not going to put LeBron James in the same sentence as Tony Parker. And I think Tony Parker is a fantastic basketball player. Or do I say Kevin Johnson? I'm not going to put LeBron James in the same conversation as Kevin Johnson. I'm not going to do that.
Not that one. Tony Parker.
Nah. You're not putting LBJ in the same conversation as Tony Parker, bro.
I'm gonna stop hating.
No, TP is a damn good player. It's just levels. It's just levels. But what do y'all
Spurs think? Big three? Whew.
What do y'all think about that? What do y'all think about that though, bro? Well, what do y'all think about that? Is championships or is championship culture killing the NBA?
Bro, you don't play to come in second place.
Go ahead, Ty. I'll let you go first.
Nah, I wouldn't say it's killing the culture, but I mean, every sport that's just that's the goal. Win the championship. You ain't got none, people ain't gonna look at you like, I mean, because I look at some people, you ain't got no championship, I ain't trying to. But some people was just that good where they ain't need nothing. But like people bring up Charles Barkley, I think he was good, but you ain't got no championship, so you can't be on that show talking shit to Shaq and I'm just saying, man, you can't. Like that's crazy. Like you be talking, you can't talk to a man that got rings and you got none. I mean, did he have a team to do it?
I mean, they won. They made it.
Gotta ask yourself.
They made it to the finals. Phoenix did make it to the finals one.
That's what I'm saying. I'm just saying. Like,
never lost in the finals.
What you thinking, Steve?
First of all, the podcast is just so annoying. Oh, so annoying. Then he's sitting in that little bitty chair where his knees don't have a proper airspace. So ain't nothing wrong with his meniscus. Then he puts up this goofy thing after going to Fanatics Fest that he gonna hoop in New York with Chris Brinkley. Bro, you're in New York. Of course you're gonna stop by and hoop with Brinkley, bro. Everyone who plays 2K knows. That's what NBA players do. When you're in New York, you hoop with Brinkley. But we let this man sit up here on the World Wide Web, on the internet, and had a nerve to say, I don't think championships that important. Yet, this is the same guy who said, I'm going to Miami. We're not going to win 4. We're not going to win 5. We're not going to win 6. We probably going to win 7. Now, because you didn't lost damn near 7 times, it don't matter. Bro, it's a combination. You have to win rings, and you have to be that guy. Charles Barkley's that guy. He don't have a ring. So we can never call him the GOAT or he can't be in the conversation. Like, when you compare 2 players, like this whole T-Mac Kobe thing, it's insanity that I have to put them in the same sentence. It's absolutely insane. So one guy has 5 championships. One guy, I don't think, has won 5 playoff games. And we're putting them in the same sentence. Like, no,
but if he had Shaq, he would have won them, though.
He had Yao. He didn't have himself. That's why he doesn't have championships. He didn't have himself. He was hurt.
Yeah.
So it is absolutely nuts. Like, we make these player comparisons. Bro, you got to win a ring.
I mean, I will say this. To be fair, at one point there was a conversation between who was better, T-Mac or Kobe, like very early in their careers.
It was between y'all. I wasn't in that conversation. I knew better.
I obviously picked Kobe. I mean, one guy's making all defensive teams and all NBAs, and the other one is just make all NBAs.
Other one is Dame before Dame. Just we haven't really figured out why everyone loves T-Mac. Like, we haven't figured it out.
T-Mac is the best. He was a great basketball player.
T-Mac is not better than Penny Hardaway. So y'all need to stop that.
Ooh.
I need to stop that right now.
Oh, you about to
I don't know about that. I might. Ooh, we're gonna have to put a poll up. I'm gonna put a poll up after we done.
It's gonna be a bunch of T-Mac guys. It's gonna be a bunch of T-Mac guys. But guess what?
Hey,
I
ain't even gonna lie. I'm giving Boykins that, bro. That boy Hardaway. Hey,
put that clip up. T-Mac is not as good as Penny Hardaway. Make sure that clip goes up when you make my clips go viral. Okay, put that up. Give me Penny, bro. 1 cent. I know T-Mac.
Hey,
this is insanity.
you know what? I think I'm gonna get him that, man. Yeah.
Look,
I'm
sitting
going
here
with
listening
Petty,
to
man.
LeBron talk about not winning rings, and he's chasing the chip now because he's trying to get 5 in the Lakers uniform so he can match Kobe, which you never will be. And then we got T-Mac. Oh, I'd have won the ring if I had Shaq too. Bro, shut up. You had Yao. You had players. You had a stacked team.
I'll say this. I think T-Mac get one. I think he get one. I give him 2,000. I'll give him the 2,000 that year. I'll give if T-Mac was in LA, I'll give him that. And the only reason why I say that is because Shaq was just on a different level that year.
Man.
Well,
good gracious.
T-Mac would have got a ring, but he wouldn't have contributed to it. He'd have been hurt.
No, he was. He was healthy. He was healthy around that time. He was healthy around that time. He was healthy around that time.
Healthy.
T-Mac didn't start breaking down really until like 2004, 2005.
T-Mac was broke down all the time. Whenever the postseason came around, he was broke down.
Because in 2000, he was with the Raptors. Because that was that year him and Vince Carter. That was that year AI and Vince Carter dueled it out. I think it was like the second round or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think he might have got one in 2000.
Might, maybe.
But 2001, 2002, I don't think he get one just because Shaq he even admitted he used the regular season them years to get in shape. So they'd have had to put too much on T-Mac for him to actually win a ring in 2001, 2002. But to the original point, I truly believe like everything has to matter when you're talking about when we get in GOAT conversation. We talking GOAT, top 10, top 15, the greatest players and the players. All of those guys got chips. Like you can't name me. You got to go all the way to like the NBA top 75. You had to go all the way to number 20 before you first saw somebody that didn't have a championship. Bro. There's a reason for that. And that ranking, you had to go all the way to 20 before you got to somebody without a championship. Like them rings matter, bro.
It does. Like my guy, I'm a huge John Stockton fan. Everybody knows that. I cannot put him up there where I want to put him because he just don't have a ring. There's a very valid reason he doesn't have a ring, but he doesn't have it.
I need to hear this. Because I know it's an excuse coming. What's the excuse?
Ooh.
John Stockton. Go ahead and blame Carmelo. Go ahead and blame Carmelo for this.
Nope.
Hey, he should have got a ring, man. He should have got mad.
You know what? Because you expect me to hate on Malone this way, I'm gonna spin this one. Jordan's that great. Jordan stopped the second best point guard of all time from getting a ring. That's how I'm gonna do that.
The second best point guard is crazy. That's crazy. I mean, we just said there's a special wing for championships. How is he over Isaiah Thomas and Steph Curry? Like or Jason Kidd? How is he over any of those guys?
Jason Kidd has an argument. Steph Curry is not a point guard. I gotta stop that.
He's a point guard.
Draymond Green is that team's point guard.
No.
Isaiah Thomas, Joe Dumars is their point guard. Just because they short twos don't make them point guards.
So Isaiah Thomas wasn't a point guard?
And man, Joe Dumars led that engine.
No. Zeke was almost averaging 10 assists a game.
Bro, that's because he drew the attention and then kicked it. Come on, man.
Ain't that what a point guard's supposed to do?
Man, if we can play the game, fine. Okay, Isaiah Thomas. If y'all want to be, I'm never gonna give you Steph as a point.
I know you ain't gonna give me Steph Curry because you don't like Steph. We understand it.
Not like Steph. I don't like that y'all think he's an all-time great point guard. He's an all-time great player and shooter. He's not an all-time great point guard.
He's an all-time great. He plays the point guard position. He's all-time great.
No, he's an all-time great player and shooter. He is not an all-time great.
You put players in a box. That's your problem. Is if they don't fit this dynamic of what you believe a point guard is, you take them out of that conversation. But I'm gonna get you with this though. Steph Curry averages more assists a game than Tony Parker.
Yeah, I know that. That's common sense.
Okay, so how is he not a point guard?
Bro, first of all, his assists come off running around, and he'll pump fake that three, and if it's covered, then he passes. Tony Parker, The Spurs, everyone's touching the ball. Everyone's touching the ball. That ball's whipping. Nobody under Pop was gonna average 10 assists, bro.
Same thing with Golden State. Nobody playing in a triangle offense, and that triangle offense has ever averaged 10 assists.
But
they run a hybrid triangle. They run a hybrid
triangle. Brings the ball up the court.
It's Steph. Steph and Draymond can bring the ball up the court. Actually,
bring the balls up the court.
Steph. I can post a whole lot of highlights of Steph bringing the ball up the court.
Yeah, he brings the ball up, does that dribble handoff, and runs around the pick, catches it, and shoots.
Okay, he's still bringing the ball up.
Like, bro,
he's still bringing the ball up.
What are we doing?
He's still bringing the ball up. What are we doing?
What are we doing here? Like,
that's their offense. The offense don't start until the ball going to the post.
If you want to go list the best shooting guards, Steph is up there. I'm going to show you how unbiased I am. I'm going to put Steph ahead of my guy Ginobili. And that hurts me to say that.
Duh. That's you have to be shocked. Duh. Who's not taking Steph over Ginobili? Like this, I mean, really?
But I'm a Ginobili guy. That's my guy.
But I like players, but I'm still that don't mean I'm never going.
Ginobili almost at Kobe level for me, like as far as me being a fan. So it's tough to say.
But it's obvious though. It's obvious. That's obvious.
You may say that it's obvious that Drew Holiday's better than Dame Lillard, but I still got to hear Dame is better.
No. See, you're going too far. You can't even stop. You can't even stop yourself right there. You can't even stop yourself right there. But we had a good show today. You know, we got about we've been on here for about an hour. Y'all got anything y'all want to say before we get off?
Yeah, we'll hopefully we won't see y'all again in 2 months. Again, appreciate y'all. Thanks for tuning in. Like, share, give us criticism and feedback, negative, positive. We can take it. We adults, we big boys. We'll be all right. And then my guy, we are gonna get this high school football podcast. You know, that might be my yearly thing.
What you trying to do?
Need to do it soon.
All right.
A lot of good ball going on right now. A lot of transfer portal is hot in high school right now. It's my least favorite time of the year for high school football. These damn 7-on-7s. These damn let's head tap and put a picture on the net.
Hold on, y'all still had a 7-on-7 today, and it was as hot as it was.
Oops. Yeah, we did, but oops.
Man, boy, he rough. Ooh-wee.
I'm gonna leave that alone. We'll talk off the screen.
Anyway,
you tripping?
Good. Good ball. So again, we don't get that. We don't get some some feedback from other coaches and other conferences and to see how they doing and try to highlight some kids and promote some kids. You never know who might see this and say, hey, we'll keep an eye on this kid. We might get a kid off or something. I don't know.
For sure.
Yeah.
What you got, T.Y.?
Great show today. Glad we got back on here, even though I'm in the car. Had to pick my son up. It's cool though. Yeah, man. We seen a great little playoff, and I don't even like basketball. I know I'm gonna get crucified for send them two players over to Iran. I meant to say Lithuania.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Hey, bro. I'm just being real. But yeah, man. Like, share, man. We want to hear all the criticism y'all can give us, man, so we can't do nothing but get better from here. So, great show. That's all I got, man.
One more thing.
Go ahead.
So, this ring culture, does it translate to football? I'm just asking.
He brought up football. He brought up Peyton Manning.
Because this is a guy about 26 minutes away from me who ain't got nothing. Not a ring, not an MVP, nothing. and we be thinking he top 5. So I'm just asking for the good folks. I just want clarification. We can talk about that another day.
He couldn't help
himself.
Minutes.
He's top 5 in the league right now.
He's top 5 in his division. No doubt.
He's top 5 in the league right now. Who you putting over him? Besides that, I know one person you're gonna put on him, but who else? Besides,
y'all act like we didn't do this. Y'all act like we didn't do this on the last show.
I'm just saying, man.
Show. I want to make sure they know if you take away a top 2 receiver and a 6'5" beast receiver,
I ain't trying to hear that. That's the same. You going back to that's the same thing as saying, well, they ain't play nobody because everybody was injured.
I mean,
we ain't trying to hear that shit, man. I ain't trying to
hear a guy who missed the playoffs the last 2 years as a top 5 quarterback. But that's not the point. We appreciate y'all for listening. Rings matter. MVPs matter. In order to win comeback player of the year, that means you had to be out the previous year. That is not an accomplishment.
Appreciate y'all for tapping in with us, bro. We're going to try to get on here on Saturday. We got to get into some boxing, bro. We got a lot of fights that we missed. A lot of fights coming up. We definitely got to get into it, get a boxing pod going. Me and C definitely got our wrestling pod coming too. So we got a lot of things on the horizon. Tune in on Saturday. What time do y'all want to go Saturday?
No yeet.
Hold on, bro. Hold on.
No yeet. Just no yeet.
Is Wilder fighting this Saturday?
I think so.
Man, Lord.
Deontay Wilder. It's either Friday or Saturday.
You said his name again, as if the point of me saying who was he's a nobody. Nobody cares. He lost to the
that was your
lost to the Englishman during Black History Month.
That was your gap.
He lost
sorry, man.
During Black History Month, man. Can't do
it. All right, y'all. We got to get off, but tune in on Saturday. We got a full day of boxing to talk. Might even work in a little bit of NFL. So we out, y'all.
All right, man.